If you're seeing this, this could be in alignment with where you're at. I'm pulling one card today here for our collective. I'm going to take a look at the deeper, below the surface aspects. Let's see what message is here for us today. Let's see what's actually really happening here. The Ace of Cups. There is something inside of you that is really becoming open enough and willing and ready to receive, into a place where you're actually finally able to receive. This card just isn't about love. And it's not just about love because you have gone through so much trauma and so many experiences that you have called upon in your experience for specific reasons. However, there can be this residue that it seems to hang on sometimes after deep diving and spelunking, so to say, in the caverns of the darkness in the underworld of yourself, and also coming through that inside of the collective. Some of us have taken that path, and if you're walking that path as well, you're probably seeing this, so that should click for you. But then you would know that what that really means is, as after doing that really deep work on yourself and seeing the things you've seen and feeling the things and the 1,000 ego deaths that you have died, and the essentially thousands of lifetimes that you've already lived in this life because you are progressing and evolving so quickly and so fast, that sometimes the guardian of our heart can be a little bit more exaggerated, a little bit more on edge, because it is your protector, it is guarding you. However, we have to start to ask, a guardian is a gatekeeper. There's not a permanent fixture, not ever allowing anything in, but it can get that way because it's more comfortable. It's easier to stay in that space, right? It's easier to stay in that space than to take a culmination of everything that you have experienced that has brought you where you are, and to be able to know yourself enough and to trust yourself enough. And you have that trust now in the universe to know, because you have that discernment. If you use your gatekeepers as your discernment and not using it as a prison that you're never going to get out of, right? Because if you're using your protection as a prison, there's a lot of joy, a lot of ecstasy, a lot of bliss. Not only you can do that within yourself, but there is something special about sharing it with someone else. And sometimes, that can seem frightening. But this card is saying that despite the fact that there may be some terrifying aspects of doing that, however, you've come so far that you're finally now just getting into that place where you're not just thinking about opening up to it, you are opening up to it. And that is beautiful, my friend. And just a reminder, don't close immediately, don't close automatically just because that's been your go-to, because that's been your safe place. That cocoon that you've been in while you've been doing all that work, that was definitely necessary for what you had just needing, the lessons and the evolutionary pivot that you had to make to get to where you really want to be. But let the feelings be there without having to draw a conclusion. And even if you don't even have a particular person you have feelings for or interest in, that's not even the point. This is talking about how we get to that point. There may be, but talking about getting to that point, which is allowing yourself to be curious about it, and it's awakening and it's stirring. It's like the snake is rising again, and it's awakening a different aspect of you that has now grown and matured and can handle the sort of connection that you're really looking for, because you will truly value it, and you will truly honor it, and you will truly be devoted to it. So if you should try to define the process, you're going to reduce it, and this does not deserve to be reduced. This deserves to be elevated. You're not waiting for someone to come to you. You are learning how to open and receive so it can reach you. There's going to be signs, there's going to be dreams, there's going to be quiet thoughts just quietly leaning you in that direction. I'm asking you to have the courage because you will be absolutely surprised. I'm feeling that right now. You will be surprised. Don't just automatically shut it down because it's scary. It's okay. It's okay. Because anything that's worth doing or experiencing or something is new, it's going to be a little invigorating, and it might you could see it as scary, but I would say it's more like excitement. You're leaning into the direction of softness, and that is going to lead you into the direction of love, my friend.